Hey, what's up, Exit the Matrix? Bob here. Hope you're having a good day, good night, good morning, whenever you catch this. Today, folks, I didn't have a particular item I wanted to talk about. Just a couple different things I wanted to touch on. One is, I don't know if you've seen, but Russia is raising their preparedness level for thermonuclear war. It could be that Putin's posturing, but it also could be that he's serious. And I think it's quite obvious that we have a group of psychopaths right now in the Western world, because it's not just the United States, it's the EU, it's NATO, and all of the other countries of the world that ally with the Western world, that are still using the dollar, that are pushing the world towards this war. Now, I'm not one of these, you see a lot now, a lot of people on the right, they're, they talk about how great Putin is and all this and that. And, let's be real, the guy's the KGB, which is basically their version of the CIA. Perhaps they're even a little more hardcore. I'm sure most of the KGB could probably kick the shit out of most of your CIA agents that we have now. The CIA used to be badass, but they're, essentially woke tards now. So, pretty sure they couldn't go toe to toe. But, anyways, Putin, he grabbed control of Russia quite a while ago, and he's been the president for quite a while, and I'm sure there's been a lot of dirty things he's had to do to get that position of power and hold it in Russia. However, it is quite apparent that he does love his country. That is obvious. He's not trying to destroy his country like our leaders are. Our leaders are literally demolishing the dollar, the United States, and the rest of the Western world. They're the ones allowing unfettered immigration, which is actually an invasion. These people are being literally funded to come break into these countries in the West and in the United States. It's all being funded by our governments to NGOs, so that way they can wipe their hands clean. Sort of like how our government launders money so that they can get that money back cleaned up with no trace where it came from, even though they stole it from the taxpayers. It's the same game, but now it's getting dangerous. The stakes are a lot higher than they've ever been. And what you guys got to understand is that this isn't by accident. This isn't by some bumbling, senile old turd that's a criminal with this criminal family that's been fleecing America forever, him and his cronies. This is not that. He's just a puppet. He's being used as the front man, the straw man. So that way there's somebody everybody can blame. Like, look, it's the old turd that, doesn't even know his name anymore and that shits himself everywhere he goes. That can't even walk. Yeah, we're going to blame this guy. And then they're going to come out later and say, oh, well, he had dementia and we didn't know at the time, but now we realize we maybe didn't diagnose it correctly. Yeah, they all know. And I'll tell you what, you look at his cabinet and look at who they're dual citizens of, and that'll explain everything you need to know right there. Because Yahweh's people, the killer, the murderous God of old, the demiurge, his people, yeah, look at who's ruling the Western world from behind the scenes through their banking and through their dual citizenship in positions of power in governments in the West, and it'll make a whole lot of sense. It's not just these WEF members. No, they're just another club in the same larger club. That's all. But they are pushing us to nuclear war because they know that their crimes are being unveiled. They know that year by year a larger percentage of humanity is waking up, and they know they can't dismiss us all quick enough. That's why all the censorship and everything, because they're trying to hold back this information as long as they can. It's like they're like the little boy in holding his finger in the dike that's leaking, and all of a sudden more and more holes keep popping up. Now he doesn't have any more digits he can stick in the holes, and eventually that wall's just gonna collapse under the force of the torrent behind it. And they know that. And they are trying to just bring everything down. And what they're going to try to do is they're going to build their bunkers. They've already been building underground cities and tunnels for quite a while. On a large scale, most world governments, at least governments with the means, have been non-stop building underground. Look at right now, all of these celebrities, all these CEOs and such that are building huge bunkers right now. Zuckerberg's one of them that I can think of. Yeah, Mr. Censorship himself. Mr. Android Boy. Yep, he's in Hawaii. He's building a huge underground bunker. And he's proud of it. It's going to have moats of fire and, all kinds of high-tech, protection devices, which is funny because he's actually one of them that pushes for open borders. Isn't that funny, people? These same effing clowns that tell us we're immoral and we're wrong for not wanting our borders controlled and not just allowing anybody into our house, our country. They're building high-tech bunkers with fire moats. They're building high-tech bunkers with submarine portals and such, with false doors and nuclear blast resistant doors and such, and all kinds of stuff. High-tech security and weaponry and traps. Think about this, people. These assholes that censor you left and right, these assholes that push for open borders, these assholes that have covered up what was put in many people's bodies, the mixtures, the poisons. And they all knew because they were at Bilderberg. They were at WEF. They were there at the planning stage. So they know. That's what you call premeditated murder, folks. Premeditated genocide. These people all know that their hands are covered in blood. It is interesting to note on the AJ show, because that's a word not allowed to be spoken here, I'm sure. Newspeak, right? You can't say certain words and certain names anymore because these assholes are trying to stop you from learning anything or from connecting with people that are trying to tell you the truth. Well, there's contractors working on Mr. Zuckerberg's underground bunker, and they were laughing, saying, hey, as soon as all the shit hits the fan, we're going in and we're getting that sucker. And I'm not going to describe what they were planning on doing with him. See, all these people think they're going to be safe. Their fire moats and their blast doors are going to keep them protected. Hey, there's ways to smoke out a rat Let's just leave it at that. And these people are rats. They're disgusting. I don't even know if most of these people are even human beings, to be honest, people. At this point, I'm starting to think that the archons, the demons, have inhabited human avatars. I don't know if they took them over, if they possessed them, what happened. But it seems as if these people aren't human. Because even the most narcissistic human still has a touch of humanity in them. Unless they're a complete sociopath, psychopath with absolutely no empath, that are just wired as demons, basically, there's no other explanation for their actions and their thinking. And their idea is that they're going to go hole up in their bunkers. They're going to push Putin's hand. What's probably going to happen is there's probably going to be some kind of FF, small-scale tactical puke, if you get what I'm saying here. And it's probably going to be hit a U.S. foreign base in one of our foreign lands where we occupy. Because, yes, people, having standing armed military bases on foreign lands is what you call an occupation. Just like the Romans, they would set up shop, they would conquer, they would displace rulers, put in their puppets, and they would set up military outposts in those lands to control the populace, to have a foothold if that populace rose up, so that they could move in their troops and supply their troops. Well, what do you think that the good old U.S. is doing? Come on there now, all you righties. All of you, rah, 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 America, fuck yeah. Yeah, all of you dingbats that send your sons and daughters to the military. Say, I'm so proud of my Marine. Yeah, my Marine boy. He's a good boy. He's over there fighting them towel heads. Yeah, yeah. He's a good boy. He's a hero. No, I hate to tell you there, bub. Your son's not a hero. Your son is fighting for the devil. Don't you get it? War has nothing to do with the creator of all. War is something in this realm, not in the other realms. Because this is a lower dimensional realm, a lower vibratory realm. If you want to call anything hell, you could call this earth hell. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't good things in this realm, because this realm was meant to be the Garden of Eden. But these demons have turned it into hell. Hell on earth. And your sons and daughters, that you're so proud of them going into the military, sending them off to foreign lands to kill foreigners, to steal their resources, to install central banks and install puppet leaders, to steal gold, to steal ancient technologies like in Iraq that were uncovered from the Anunnaki by Mr. Saddam. Oh yes, people, your sons and daughters are not heroes. I hate to be harsh, but it's the truth. Now, did they go in there with a good heart, thinking that they were fighting for good and helping free peoples of the world that are under tyrannical rule? Of course, man. I'm going to give that to them, of course. I'm not saying everybody goes in the military. Honestly, 99% of the people that go in the military do it with either because they have no other means in life, that they come out of poverty, and that's their only way that they can get college funding, and that's the only way that they can, learn some skills and get some discipline in their life, because they probably came from broken homes caused by the same policies that these demons have put in place to ruin our society. So they go in there thinking they're doing well, thinking they're fighting for freedom, right? But they're really fighting for bankers. They're fighting for evil demonic spirits. And that's just the truth of it. And if you can't see that, then you don't know, you aren't no truther. I see a lot of truthers out here, supposedly. But yet, they're all worshiping the devil still, Yahweh. Yeah. They still worship the devil. And they give they feed their kids into the system. And they'll sit there and say, oh, well, I know about this scandal or that scandal, and I'm going down the rabbit hole. But yet they go to church every weekend, and they praise Yahweh. Now, I get it. Most of you are, most of them are, really more concerned about Yeshua, and that's fantastic. Now, are they worshiping the true Yeshua or the false Jesus Christ? That's what I want to know. The Roman sun god, Sol Invictus, Mithra, that they took the original Yeshua and they took some of the teachings, they added things, they balled it all up with their own religion, and brought you the new Roman religion. Yes, to replace their pantheon of gods that they worshipped. But yet, this new religion incorporated much of the same teachings. It's interesting to mention that essentially the Caesarship was moved over to the pontiff, which is the Pope, which is the ruler of the Roman Catholic Church. So, it's all a big scam, people. And we've all been taken. But please wake up. Do not send your kids to fight banker wars. Do not send your kids into the meat grinder. Because I tell you what happens, what these people are pushing, and pushing as hard as they can. Did you know that 2 years ago, the Ukraine and Russia were ready to sit down and sign peace accords? At the very least, sign a ceasefire. Did you know that the Western countries stopped it? Most importantly, the United States stopped it. Did you know that now they're estimating 1 million Ukrainian men are dead? 1 million people! Dead Ukrainians. All you... I'm going to try not to cuss, people, because it just... I get so irritated about this. All of you ignoramuses with your blue and yellow stickers on your cars, driving around like you're some kind of cool hipster. You're, yeah, Ukraine, go Ukraine, I support Ukraine. You support 1 million dead Ukrainians? Is that what you support, you piece of trash? Is that what you support? Why don't your ass get over there, pick up a gun, and go fight on the front lines? Oh, that's right, because most of you leftists out there with your Ukrainian stickers, virtue signaling. That's all you guys do is virtue signal. You notice that? You on the left, you're a bunch of straw dummies. I've never seen a more disgusting, worthless, ignorant group of people in my life, man. I mean, these people are a joke to humanity, man. All they do is go around virtue signaling. I support this. I support that. You don't do shit. Okay? You don't do shit for humanity. In fact, you empower the devil in your own right. Oh, yeah, you may not be a Christian. You may not be you may be an atheist. I trust the science. What did the German people, did they trust the science too? Back in past war, which is also another censored thing to talk about. Gee, I wonder why. Is it possibly because those same scientists were brought over to America? Yeah, Project Paperclip. Is it interesting to note that they basically started poisoning Americans in the same way they were poisoning their prisoners? Could be, right? Possibly, possibly not. More than likely. This world is such a joke, people. I'm so done with the far right and the far left anymore. And I'm sorry if I'm pissing off you, but if I'm pissing off you, it's probably because I'm hammering on a couple buttons here, and you ain't liking it. I'm talking bad about your Jesus, your Hail Zeus character, or I'm talking bad about your sticker on your car. Let's wake up, people. You got to understand what's coming, and if you don't, well, then I guess ignorance is bliss, right? Hey, maybe it's time for a reset on the earth. These people are certainly trying to force a reset. I mean, they're poking the bear, and the bear's got his hand on his finger on the button. So, is this good for anybody? All you rah-rah, hey, some of these heroes on the right are a joke. I just watched part of the interview of Joe Rogan with Kid Rock. Man, Kid Rock is a complete clown, man. I gotta tell you, dude. I mean, there's been a few good points he's made in the past, but he's one of these rah, 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 America, fuck yeah, American, the world police, fuck yeah. I mean, idiots like him, dude, I don't think you can rub two brain cells together. I mean, here's Joe Rogan. He's trying to be sensible. He's like, come on, man. Like, you know, this war ain't good for nobody. You know, what are we doing funding, what's going on, I'm not even going to mention the area because you can't talk about it, but let's just say the Levant. And here's Kid Rock saying, fuck yeah, just blow them all to hell. I mean, he's one of the idiots on the far right, people, he's a total clown, dude. I mean, let's be real, dude. These people there's just so many on the left and right that are total clowns. How do people fall for this stuff? Hey, you know what? If America was fighting righteous wars, like overthrowing the tyrants that rule this world, like overthrowing the power structures that have been ruling the earth for thousands of years, and we were actually bringing prosperity to the world and free energy and breaking away from the old power structures and control structures and reinforcing the Constitution and ensuring that we have moral, upstanding people with good intentions actually ruling our government, then I would be behind it. But if you're still sitting here and you're still backing this joke, this farce, I mean, we left billions of dollars of high-tech weaponry in a third world country, in a country where most people live in tents or mud huts, where most people don't have running water or electricity, where most people don't have the internet, where most people think it's okay by their religion to marry like 7-year-olds and stuff. I mean, where women have no rights. We left billions of dollars of high-tech weaponry, equipment, tanks, helicopters. You can't make this stuff up, people. It's a total joke. And some of you on the right will be like, well, yeah, that's not the military's fault. That was the turd in chief. Well, come on, man. You think the Pentagon's gonna let that happen? Regardless of who the turd in chief is? Come on, man. Wake the hell up, dude. It's obviously they left those there for a reason. Perhaps it's to forever have an enemy that you can go back and try to supposedly retrieve that from, right? Think about it. There's a reason why they want to keep that weaponry there. It's right next to the Persian country. That I will not even name the name of the country because that's probably censored too. This is the world we live in, folks. You can't even name countries. You can't even name people. You can't even name nothing. Because these dumb assholes that are trying to control the information, censoring, they're virtue signaling. They're probably thinking in their mind, I'm saving humanity. I'm a real good person here. Limp-wristed, purple-haired losers. These people are clowns, man. These are your kids that were brought up under helicopter parents. They're wimps. They're dorks. They're losers. And they have some kind of power over humanity right now to censor and do all this. They think they're some real special. They're not, people. I'm sorry, man. This is a video that I've just ranted. I don't know. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just, hey, I've got kids, man. I just want to live a normal freaking life. Is that too much to ask? I want to just be able to live in a little prosperity, raise my family, eat healthy food, expand spiritually, explore the mysteries of this realm, explore, why we're here, research why we're here, where we came from, ancient history and such. That's all I wanted to do, people. But you got clowns on the left and clowns on the right, and they are bringing us to the precipice of something that nobody wants, but yet everybody's too blind to see what's going on. And most people on the far right and far left in their own right are supporting this, and they're just too stupid, or maybe, I don't know, maybe they want it secretly, maybe, I don't know. I mean, how dumb can you be, really? For thousands of years, people, we have been lied to about everything. Everything you believe is real is fake. Your religion, your government, your money, your society, it's all fake, people. I'm sorry to break this to you. I'm sure most of you realize this, but look at how many people don't. When you're at work, if you work around a bunch of people, just observe people. Completely programmed NPCs, most people. The few times at work I brought up, not even hardcore things, just barely above the surface things, they all look at me like I'm a damn idiot, I'm crazy, I'm a loon, this guy needs to shut up. I'm over here talking about Cardi B, I'm over here talking about movies, I'm over here talking about sports, and this guy, you're trying to tell me something that actually matters. My God, what a weirdo. That's the society we live in, folks. It's so sickening. I'm sorry for my rants this morning. I got a little bit of heated. I got a little bit of worked up there. I'm sorry, folks. You're just feeling my passion. That's all, and my indignation of what I'm watching, and realizing that I guess if worse comes to worse, this could just be, I'll see you on the other side one of these days, and maybe we'll all laugh about this on the other side, like, damn, I can't believe I was one of those morons that freaking, was an NPC, oh, damn, I can't believe I was for war, oh, I can't believe I believed in that false god, and oh my God. I mean, I'm sure we're all going to laugh about it on the other side. I mean, this is a classroom. We come here to learn, and maybe part of this dualistic school is that we have to go through these hardcore lessons, these hardcore experiences to grow as spirits. And the whole point of doing it in this realm is because it doesn't harm your spirit, right? Yeah, you might carry some scars over back to the other side, some battle scars and such, but, I'm sure in the spirit realm all that gets healed, but they can't destroy your soul, and that's what these people like. And they know they can't destroy your soul. That's why they're trying to build their metaverse type worlds. They're the matrix within the matrix. They're push their transhumanism because they are trying to figure out how to trap conscious energy in this realm. Because these people are so demonic. It's not enough that they wipe out the planet in warfare, but they want to enslave the rest of us. Not just your bodies. Our bodies are already slaves, people. You're already a slave. If you think you're not, just because you don't got a chain around your neck or manacles on or whatever, you're sadly mistaken, people. You are a debt slave. And I don't even care if you're wealthy. I guarantee you're still a debt slave. Is your house paid off? Is your cars paid off? Is your credit cards paid off? Have you paid off your portion of your country's debt? Yeah. Yeah, you literally, there is debt tied to your Social Security number. You are a human resource. You are a collateral on the debt. That's how you're viewed by your country, that you believe is making these plans to better your life, to help our society. Yeah, that's how they view you. You're a collateral on the debt, not to your country even, to debt owed to foreign banks. Once again, by the devil's children. I'm just telling you. One of the devil's children just got taken the other day, old Mr. Lord Rothschild. Yeah, Mr. Jacob. He, I guess he took Jacob's ladder. I wonder if he took it down or up. There is no hell in the Bible, but maybe there is some kind of lower dimension than Earth that I guess you could call hell. But maybe he took Jacob's ladder down, if you get my meaning. But I'll do some research on his family and how they've instituted central banking for hundreds of years, how they bought their way into royalty, and how they founded a certain country that's, worships the devil in the Old Testament. And a lot of it starts making sense, people. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you, and I'll talk to you later.